Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another Gamers Thoughts discussion. And this I'm going to be talking about the latest Smash announcement and something else that came along with that announcement. So, for everybody that has watched it, and like if you haven't seen it yet, don't listen to this discussion. Go check the Smash announcement, though I doubt very many people that follow me have not heard. But just in case there's that one person that doesn't follow my channel or my anchor and stuff, and they have no idea, this was your spoiler warning. Get off of this discussion, go check the Smash announcement, and come back. That being said, Sora was announced as the final DLC character for Smash. And honestly, I was not surprised. There are other characters I would have preferred, but again, it's not shocking. Like, it was one of those things where it wasn't shocking at all to me. I was like, okay, cool. So, Sora's in Smash. He's effectively Kirby. Like from what I saw of all of his techniques and how he plays, he's effectively Kirby, but like an amped version of Kirby, which kind of makes him a little bit broken. And I can unfortunately see him being banned from tournament play, which kind of sucks, because those fights could be amazing with him in there, but I could see him getting banned from Smash tournaments. It's just one of those things I look like, yeah, he's definitely going to be kicked out. That said, the way that they went about showing off how he worked and how he plays, awesome. And I think that by October 18th, a lot of people will be very, very happy. Because Sora was definitely one of the... Actually, I think they said it during the broadcast that he was the most requested DLC character from the Smash ballot for Smash 4. So, I guess it took a while to work things out with Square Enix to get it to happen. Well, Square Enix and Disney. Because even though technically Sora is not a Disney character, he is involved in a Disney franchise. So I could see where negotiations for that would take a good long while, especially with the way things have kind of been tenuous between Nintendo and Disney. That said, again, he's a great addition to the roster. Whether people want to admit that to themselves or not, he's a great addition to the roster, and he's been around long enough to have earned the respect of the gaming community to be able to be put in the game. I see no issue with including Sora. And it's just kind of funny, because a lot of people did speculate that Sakurai would put himself in as the last DLC character. But when you think about his company, I think it was Sora. Was it Sora Limited? Sora Limited or something like that. And then Sora is the last DLC character. It's kind of almost like him putting himself in there. I mean, yeah, maybe that's a mental stretch to reach, but hey, whatever. I said it. Now, along with this announcement, we did get to see Mario pick up a Keyblade. We did get to see Mario pick up a Keyblade in the trailer. He's capable of touching and wielding them. Why? Come, Square Enix, Disney, Nintendo, Kingdom Smash Hearts. Come on. Or Super Smash Kingdom Hearts. Some variation of those words thrown together. Y'all know. It would. That needs to be my next game idea, Foundry Talk. I think that would be the best thing to be. That should be my next one. Because that would be great. That pushed aside. There was another announcement that I kind of expected, but I'm kind of like, y'all really screwing the pooch here on purpose. And that's that Kingdom Hearts, all of the Kingdom Hearts games, the HD remixes and 3 are going to be on the Switch through cloud. Now, I don't think there's any reason that any of them need to be cloud versions. But if I was going to be understanding about any of them being the cloud version, it would be Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 have no reason to be cloud versions. None whatsoever. Especially when these games were released. These packages were released on the freaking PS3. They were released on the PS3. There's no reason that there should be cloud versions of either of those. Those can be run literally native on the hardware. Every version of those collections that have come out have been based upon the PS3 remixes. And if they're based on the PS3 remixes, which means, one, that they don't take up a whole lot of space, because they really don't. And 2, those are the version. That's the version you're playing anyway. They don't need to be cloud versions. Like, to me, it's asinine. Like, if you're going to make the third cloud, nobody really gives a fuck about the third one anyway. But if you're going to do cloud version, then that would be the only one I can understand it being the cloud version of. Even though I'm pretty sure even that game was mostly based upon the work that they did in making the remixes for the PS3. And there are other games that do more and are bigger than Kingdom Hearts 3 that have been shrunk down and been put on the Switch. So there's literally no excuse. And you can say, hey, well, then maybe they didn't want to pay for the cartridges, and so they didn't want to put the money into the investment to make sure that it ran well and worked well. There are plenty of port houses that could have done the job. There are plenty of them that could have condensed Kingdom Hearts 3 and probably even found some errors in the code that need to be fixed to make it run better, like what happened with The Witcher 3 on other platforms. So, again, there's no excuse. There's no reason to this other than, you know what, we don't want to put the extra work in. We're just going to make a cloud version. But so you're expecting people to pay money for something that, 1, likely will not work all the time, and 2, once the servers go down, they have no access to it anymore. Yeah, I'm not cool with that idea. Not in the least bit. So, this was a very how can I say it? This was definitely a very Square Enix thing to do. Like, y'all give us ActRaiser. Like, you give ActRaiser to everybody, and then y'all go back and do this. And it's like, there's no reason to this. There's no reason that these games had to be done the way they were done. Like I said, I could give excuses for 3, even though there are reasons that doesn't have to be the way it is. But honestly, nah. Nope. Just, y'all can't sustain cloud gaming for everything. And if that's what game companies are going to be doing going forward in the future, they're going to try their best to do it and only do it for the Switch. And make sure that that version is not accessible to you afterwards. Trust me, eventually those servers will go down. Nintendo Switch will not always be online. And when it goes offline, you won't have those games anymore. That's why I'm like, and I always say I've said it before, if companies want to do cloud versions of their games for the Switch, why not have someone work on having the game native on the cartridge and having the cloud version expand upon it by updating, giving you extra textures and things, so that, hey, I can play this on my Switch without internet. Yeah, sure, it might look a little crummy in comparison to the other versions, but as soon as I hook it up and it syncs with the cloud, everything will look great. And I still have my game that I can play without the need for internet. Because you just screwed a bunch of people that have Switches and are in rural areas where there is very weak internet. And that's a large portion of the United States, whether people understand that or not. That's a large portion of this country. There are ways to fix what they did, but I doubt they're going to do it. That all said, outside of that, I did enjoy the broadcast. Like, because I looked at that and was like, that's the one flap of mud that was just thrown in the face of everybody. Well, you're getting Kingdom Hearts, but you don't really get Kingdom Hearts. Which is just like that rhythm game. It's like you get Kingdom Hearts, but you don't really get Kingdom Hearts. I was like, y'all just love slapping people in the face. Oh man. But for them to be excited about cloud versions of games that were running on the PS3, yeah, nah, ain't for it at all. Man. One step forward, 2 steps backward, and fall off the cliff. But I mean, I don't want to drag this subject on too much longer. I think I've gabbed enough about it. So if anybody has anything that they would like to add, I am open to your interpretations. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.